Good morning, everyone. This is Patty from Copper Penny Homestead. I'm out here gathering herbs for the kitchen. So far, I've got some oregano, some mint, some lemon balm, and some Cuban oregano. So let me spin you around, let you see this regular. Look at this oregano. I think it's time to harvest it. I mean, good grief. I'll have enough for the rest of my life. So I've cut a few sprigs off of there, and I'm going to take it in the house and let it dry out. And I got some of this Cuban oregano. It's a really pretty plant and tastes super good. I got some more of that over here. This bed I just cleaned out the other day. It was loaded with sweet potatoes and mint. And, they were sweet potatoes left over from last year that I guess I missed, and they just started growing, so I dug them up, and I got about 4 or 5, and there's probably more in there. I just don't feel like digging because it is now in here almost 100 degrees, 95, so it's pretty hot. And this is the lemon balm. I harvested some of it. The whiteflies are trying to take it over, so I had to put some diatomaceous earth on there and neem oil, see which one's going to work. But anyways, that's what I'm doing today. I'm out here gathering some herbs for the kitchen. I'm going to dry those out. And this right here is my longevity spinach. I've never tried drying that. I don't think you can, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I'm going to go over here and get some of this large leaf basil and put some of it in the kitchen because it tastes so good, and you can make the best tasting tea with this large leaf basil. So I'm just going to get some of this off here. I just planted this not long ago, and it's doing pretty good. Not much of it there, but got enough to make some tea. The flavor is outstanding. Some people think it tastes like medicine, but I like the taste. And then over here I have sage, so I need to go around there and get some of that and put it in the kitchen too. It's nice to have your own herbs to harvest. This grapevine over top of my head, every time I walk by it, there's bull ants on it, and they want to get in my hair, so it kind of freaks me out. Me and Don just came back from Home Depot. Had to go buy a new grill. Didn't have to, but we wanted to. We wanted to stock up and get ready for this recession that we're in. So we got a new grill, lots of charcoal, and lots of lighter, so we can be ready to cook if we have to. If the power goes out, we'll have that. And we also have a wood-burning stove and lots of oak wood if the power goes out. Not looking forward to it and not predicting it, just you never know what's going to happen with all the stuff going on in the world. So let me put my basket down here and cut some of this sage, because it's not as easy to pinch off the sage. It's kind of woody. It's a little bit thick. So I'm going to cut this off right here. It's actually a pretty beautiful plant to me. I love it. It's so pretty. And it doesn't mind you trimming it. It grows right back. Nope, just lost 2 of those. It's hard to do when you're holding the phone, but I'm going to get it done. This is turmeric right here. Got a lot of it in there. It's getting huge. Got a potato that's fixing to die back. Hopefully there's some potatoes under it. Doesn't really matter. We don't eat much potatoes anymore. We're doing the ketovore diet. Lots of meat, no sugar, no carbs. Just lots of meat and eggs and bacon and stuff like that. Very little vegetables, actually. For a big old garden, I get very little vegetables now, but I'm going to do what I can. This is my hollyhock. I thought it was dead. See the stem? The stem is completely brown. And this one right here, completely brown. It's got new growth coming out on it. I was like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. So I got more hollyhocks. Strawberries, it's over for strawberries. They're not putting out any strawberries anymore, only little tiny ones like that. They're tiny. So I just throw them to the chickens. And then the wind the other night from the storm tore up these volunteer pumpkin plants, as you can see. I mean, I thought something came in here and ate the plants. I thought maybe we had a rabbit in the yard. But no, it was a storm. Had to be. Because there's no rabbit poo anywhere. Now I need to get some more basil over here. This bed has gone crazy. This whole area, it's like a jungle. Look at my sweet potato patch. It is huge. And I got one out in the other chicken coop where the chickens don't live anymore. It's huge too. There's another volunteer pumpkin plant. Things are just growing like crazy. We've been getting rain every day, and it's fixing to rain here in a little while, according to the weather. So it won't be long, it'll be here again. And when it does, it's like a gully washer. It just pours for hours. So it's been flooding the whole yard. Can't let the chickens out in it. They'll get all wet. They don't care, but I do. I don't want them to get sick. But anyway, there's lots of basil down in here. This is purple queen. And most of it isn't even purple anymore. It's all turned green. And look at my zinnias. Aren't they beautiful? If you look down in there, you can see that purple flower. That is the butterfly peas. And you can eat the purple flowers. But look at this. Look at this sweet potatoes. We're going to have sweet potatoes forever. Lots of them. I hear Copper barking at somebody. And then I have my kale palm tree. Looks like a palm tree, doesn't it? It's cool. And there's a loofah coming up in there. Imagine that. This whole area was covered with loofahs last year. So they're coming back. And I see they're heading right where they used to be. And this sweet potato goes all the way back here, up the fence. Of course, the pieces that are going up the fence, they won't produce any potatoes. Only the ones on the ground. So anyway, Don's putting together the grill. I'm gathering herbs. Copper's barking at the neighbors. And Penny's in there chilling. She's a smart dog. I see some more mint in here I need to get. I don't want to go in there. I've seen a couple snakes on the property in the last few weeks, but they were just black snakes. Hey, buddy, where you going? Gotta go make sure Dad's putting the grill together right, huh? See if I can get in here. Some of this mint. This is, what was it called? It's not chocolate mint. I think it's lemon mint. If I remember correctly, this is lemon mint. I got it from Plant Place here in Jacksonville. So I'm gonna get some of that. I'm gonna try to make some basil mint tea. That would be delicious. I'm gonna try that. But anyway, that's what's going on here at Copper Penny Homestead. And it's hot, mucho caliente. Very, very hot. Oh, let me show you my gourd vines. My gourds took forever to grow. I didn't think they were gonna make it. I said, you know what? I gotta give them one last chance. So I fertilized them with some Agro Thrive. And this other fertilizer I used yesterday, it's like a lozenge, I guess you'd say. You have to dissolve it in the water. I forgot what it's called. But anyway, I poured it on there yesterday, and the gourds, they're finally growing. There's a mud hole out here. But look at the plant. It's finally grown. Look at that gourd. It's gotten that big overnight. It's going to be so pretty. These are these are birdhouse gourds. The other one over there, it's not growing as good yet, is a bottleneck gourd. But I looked them up, and they're about the same thing. No, not much difference. But I'm so glad this thing's finally growing. But see, I have it in a pot, and I think that's what the problem was. It had to go through the pot and go to the bottom, into the ground. And I was protecting it with this wire from the chickens because I thought for sure they would tear it up. They haven't touched it. They are not interested. I just stepped in the ant bed. Fun. I should have worn my boots. I should know better by now. And those ants are something else out here. They don't have no mercy. Here's the other gourd. It's starting to grow a little bit. It's looking better than it was. But once it gets into the ground, down under the pot, it'll take off. So anyway, that's what we're doing here today. We're going to grill some steaks and some chicken and, believe it or not, Clark's beef steaks. Haven't seen those in years. So when we saw those yesterday, we picked up they came in a freezer pack with a bunch of other meat. So picked up a bunch of those. So we can cook those up and he can take them to work for lunch. Because he is doing so good with his diabetes. Was taking 4 metformin a day. He now takes 1 in the morning. His blood sugar this morning after eating and drinking coffee was, I think he said 103. And yesterday it was 90 something. I was like, oh my gosh. So he's not really a diabetic anymore. Come on, Copper. So he's going to wean himself off the last pill. Is that Copper? That's Penny. Penny, come on, Penny. Penny. She's going to go dig under there. No, come on, Penny. She's going to go dig under there and try to stay cool. Come on, Penny. I'll take you in the house. It's cooler in the house. You don't want to go under there. It's muddy. We don't want that. Come on, girl. Let's go home. Okay, we're going to cut through the greenhouse because that's where she's going. Let's go to the greenhouse. Come on. Come on, Pen Pen. Let's go in. Well, y'all have a great Sunday. And I hope everybody's doing good out there. And I'll talk to you soon.